greatest story ever told. A drama based upon an event described in the second chapter of the Gospel according to St. Mark. An event from the greatest life ever lived. Our scene is Galilee. And as we look toward the horizon, we see that this is, for the most part, a country of sloping green hills and fields carefully plowed and tended. But we can see, too, that not all of Galilee is fertile. For there, almost at the horizon, the green of the fields becomes sparse. And there the earth is neither moist nor rich, but dry, and it crumbles at the touch for want of water. And it is for this reason that we see men busily engaged in the work of digging an irrigation ditch. And as we draw close to them, we can hear not only the sounds of their work, but the voice of a man, Hiram, who is responsible for all this activity.
Dig a little faster, man. Time means everything now.
But, Hiram, they're working as fast as they can.
Joab, they will have to work faster. This is no time to argue.
You know, Hiram, sometimes I wonder if this can work at all.
If the Romans can transport water by their aqueducts, then we can do it by means of these tile drains. And if we can, think how much more productive this land will be for the farmers who work so hard on it now and get so little.
Hiram, the plan is a good one. I don't doubt that. But you must face reality. If it rains, our work can all be for nothing. The ditches will again be filled in with mud. We'll have to start all over. That would be disastrous.
Is it my fault that the tiles didn't come from the pottery? Am I to blame that the work was held up? Well, am I?
Hiram, what's the trouble now? Have you taken to arguing with Joab, too?
Oh, Deborah.
I brought your noonday meal, dear. Is enough here for you, Joab?
No, thank you, Deborah. I don't mind eating with the men. All right, men, time for the midday meal.
Hiram, what's the trouble? You never used to quarrel with Joab.
I know, Deborah. And frankly, it isn't his fault. He only spoke the truth. It could rain today. Clouds on the hill like those usually mean rain, and soon, too.
Well, don't worry about it now. Just rest a while and eat your meal. I've brought some fresh milk and cheese, and I baked those little cakes you like so much.
You don't have to talk, my dear. If you're doing it merely to cheer me up, I can tell you it's futile. Joab was right. Maybe that's why I became so angry.
It couldn't be that alone.
Now you're talking about this morning, aren't you? You think I was angry with you without reason, too. Is that it?
I have said nothing.
You have no need to say anything. Deborah, if only you would understand.
Perhaps it is difficult for me to understand, Hiram. Before, there was always time for the master. But now, since you have begun this project, there is time for nothing except work. You are driven as though by a demon. Can any success be worth it?
Please, my dear, this is a race against time. You heard what Joab said. It might rain. In fact, I'm afraid that it will rain. I couldn't take the time today. I just couldn't. You must understand that.
Why is it that some people always seem to think that the needs of the spirit can wait until everything else is accomplished?
Deborah, I wish you'd not said that, because in my heart I know it's true. I'm sorry. I promise you that the next time we will go. Nothing will stand in the way of our seeing the master. There, Deborah, thunder. It is going to rain. You'd better get back to the house at once.
Aren't you coming too, Hiram?
No, I must get the men digging while the rain washes the mud down into the ditches. If we keep at it, we can fight the rain. We must fight it, and we must overcome it.
But, Hiram, you can't. It's impossible.
Go home, Deborah. Go. All right, men, start working again. This is no time to quit. We'll dig against the rain. We'll overcome the rain. You hear me?
Hiram, you can't do that. There's no sense to it.
You mean we're to stand here and watch the rain ruin all our work?
Well, there's nothing else we can do.
You may quit, all of you, but not me. I'll at least try to dig. I will fight the rain.
Hiram! Hiram!
No, Deborah, no one can stop him. He is one man who will not listen to reason.
But, Joab, look at him. Standing in a ditch full of water and just digging. He'll exhaust himself. He'll wear himself out for no good reason. Hiram! Hiram!
Deborah.
Please be quiet, Hiram.
What?
Just rest, my dear.
What happened? Where am I? It's so dark.
It's almost morning.
Almost morning. But the rain. We must fight the rain.
The rain has stopped.
Oh,
Now just rest quietly. The physician said...
physician?
Yes. You worked until you collapsed. Joab and I tried to stop you.
Yes, I remember now. But did we... Deborah, did we succeed?
You are to rest.
Tell me, the ditches filled in by the mud.
The physician said you're not to worry about anything like that now.
I see. Did he say what it was?
He just said you'll have to stay in bed.
Deborah, I have a right to know. What is it?
He said he didn't know.
Oh,
Now, please, dear, go back to sleep. Please.
yes, Deborah. Tell me, when did the rain stop?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks? You mean that 2 weeks?
Please, dear, you are to rest.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Oh, Hiram.
Deborah?
Yes, dear?
Has the physician left? Did he say anything about my getting out of bed? After all, it's been a long time, 5 weeks. And I must be getting back to my work. I've had much time to think. This time, Deborah, this time I'll do the work differently. And the rain, no matter how strong, will not be able to fill in the ditches.
Hiram. Hiram.
Deborah, what is it, dear?
I can't bear it. Talking about getting up, about working. And all the time the physician,
He doesn't think I'll get well.
he doesn't know. He said there was no more he could do.
But, Deborah...
Oh, I'm sorry, Hiram. I shouldn't have given way. We must not be afraid. This time of all times, we must not be afraid.
But if the physician said...
Hiram, this is a time to have faith. This is a time to believe in the Master, in God. We will pray for him to heal you, and he will. But you must have faith.
And I didn't even go to hear him on that day. I said that it could wait until my work was finished. Have we the right to pray to him now?
We have. And we will. We will be honest in our prayer. We will admit our wrong, and it will help. It must help. Dear God, hear me, please. For I pray to you on behalf of 2 people, my husband and myself. Lord, I ask you to take into account that my husband tried only to do a good thing. Perhaps he tried too hard. And if he did, should that be held against him? Is that any reason why he should be stricken so strangely sick that the physicians can do nothing for him? Lord, we beg your help because we believe you can help. Lord, we... Hiram, it has just come to me. I know what I must do.
What, Deborah?
Once before, we had an opportunity to go to the Master, and we did not. Now that we need his help, can we do any less?
Deborah, what are you talking about?
Hiram, I'm sure that if the Master knew, he would help you. Well, he will know.
How?
I will go to him. I will find out where he is, and I will go to him, and I will plead with him to come here and help you.
Deborah, you sound so sure.
Because I am sure. All I must know now is where I can find him.
Deborah.
Joab.
Deborah, there's news. There's good news.
About the master?
Yes. This morning a traveler came into town. He said the master was on the way, that he might be passing through our town tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
Then I will speak to him. He will help Hiram. I know he will.
Well, now, of course, Deborah, you mustn't set your hopes too high.
Can anyone set his faith too high?
Now, please, Deborah, listen to me. The master is coming this way, yes. But if he turns off at the fork in the road, he'll not reach our town at all. He may be going on to Capernaum instead, and you know he visits Capernaum often.
Then tomorrow morning, as soon as it grows light, I will be down at the fork in the road. I will wait for him. He must come this way. He must. Must be approaching now. So many of his followers have already passed this way.
Yes, he has a great many followers.
More each time than the time before. And is it any wonder? To hear him once is to remember him always.
And you're so sure that he can help Hiram?
I know that he can.
Well, I only hope you're right.
Joab, this time of all times, I can't be wrong.
Yes, many others feel the way you do. See how the crowds line the road on both sides of the fork? Why, it's almost as though they might try to force him to go one way or the other.
He must come this way. Our way. He must.
Well, we'll know soon enough. He's approaching now. Just listen to them. Do you see him, Deborah?
Yes. There he is. There. I must get close to him. I must talk to him. Master. Master.
Deborah, wait. No, don't press forward. You'll be trampled by the mob. Deborah.
I must talk to him. Master.
Deborah.
Master.
Deborah, no.
No, Joab, let go of me. Let go of me.
No, you can't go.
Let go. I must see him. Master, I must talk to you. My husband, Hiram. Master, please listen to me. Listen.
Deborah, here, let me help you up. There now, there. Oh, yes, let me brush the dust from your garment. There, Deborah, there you are.
Joab. Oh, Joab.
Now, I told you, Deborah, I told you it was useless to go into the crowd.
I never even got close to him.
Yes, well, the crowd was so great, I begged you not even to try.
Even if I'd been trampled to death, I would have had to try. For Hiram's sake. If only I could have talked to the master, he would have healed him, I know.
Now, please. Now, let me take you home. Now.
The other road. He took the other road.
Deborah, you saw him, did you?
Please, Hiram, just rest.
You must have seen him. I know it, because all the while you were gone, I prayed.
Please, Hiram, you're not to talk. The physician said...
What the master said, that's what I want to hear. What did he say, Deborah?
The master... Hiram, I didn't even speak to him.
Deborah.
The crowds were too great. I couldn't even come close to him.
Well, don't feel too badly about it, dear.
You're saying that to make me feel better.
Oh, please, dear, you meant well. Maybe we shouldn't have had such faith.
It's not our faith that was wrong. But maybe we shouldn't have expected so much without being willing to do more ourselves. Yes, perhaps that was it. You don't just ask. You must do more than that. More. Hiram. Hiram, you will see the master if you want to. I promise you that now.
But, Deborah, how? You failed before.
Does that mean that we cannot try again or that we have no right to? Only tell me one thing. Do you still believe? Do you really believe?
Yes, Deborah. I believe.
Then you will see him. Joab, I must talk to you.
Why, Deborah.
Joab, there is something I want you to do. You were a carpenter once.
Yes?
Could you make a small, light wooden frame for a bed?
Yes, I could, Deborah.
Then begin to make it at once, and it must be ready before dawn.
Before dawn? But why?
This bed must be so light that 4 men can carry it for a long distance.
Long distance? Deborah, what in the world is...
Joab, I have promised Hiram that he will see the master. And he will see him.
But the master is in Capernaum. You know that better than anyone.
Then we must be in Capernaum early in the morning before the master can leave there.
But after what happened, Deborah, how can you expect it'll do any good?
Shall we refuse to pray unless our prayers are answered in advance?
No, of course not.
And I shall not refuse to have faith merely because I failed once before. The master did not fail me. I failed Hiram. Well, I shall not fail him again. And Gabriel, the leather must be soft, and it must fit across the wooden sides of a bed that can be carried.
A bed that can be carried? Deborah, what is it all about?
I'm taking Hiram to see the master.
To see the master? You think it can help?
I'm sure it can help. So you must do this for me, Gabriel.
If you feel so sure, my dear, I'll do my best. And tomorrow, when you set out, my son Joseph and I, we'll help you carry Hiram. It's the least we can do.
I want you to make 4 iron rings to support a bed by leather straps. We're taking Hiram to see the master at Capernaum.
Deborah, to carry him all that distance.
Yes, boy.
Can it help?
It will help.
I hope so. But now I'd better match your faith with some hard work. And when it comes time to carry him, let me know. After all, who's stronger than a blacksmith?
You must all be so tired.
Tired? Compared to a day at my forge, this is like a holiday. Don't worry about us, Deborah. Just see that Hiram is comfortable.
He's asleep.
Good.
Yes, but with the sun coming up now, it will soon grow hot. And the heat can be very taxing.
I only hope we're not endangering his life in vain.
Joab, it can't be in vain.
Well, we'll do our best. Come on, men. Faster. Faster.
Tell me, where is the master? He is here, isn't he?
I need you ask. Was there ever such a crowd in Capernaum? Yes, he's here. He's in that house, see? The one everybody's crowding around. That's where he is.
Thank you. We'll carry my husband in to see him.
Woman, it's not that simple. The elders of the town are in there. They're talking to the master, questioning him, and they're not too friendly, believe me. I tell you, they don't mean to do him any good. I know.
Still, the master must see my husband.
Well, for your sake, I hope you're right. But how you'll get through this crowd, I don't know.
Well, Joab, at least we know he's in that house. We've never been this close before.
All right, men, lift the bed. Right. Let's carry it over there. That's it. Up here we go.
Let him through, please.
Let me through. Make way, please. We have a sick man here.
Stop shouting.
Please, make way. My husband is sick He must see the master.
Will you think your husband is the only sick one? We have all sick. They deserve to be healed, too. But so stand back and wait your turn.
Perhaps they will never let us in. What can we do?
Oh, I don't know.
Deborah, I know what I'd do. Just let me free my hands and I'd tear a path through here. I'd get through all right.
And yet, Boaz, is it fair to push the others aside by force?
Joab's right. We are all equals before God. The master would not condone such force. But that house next to the one the master's in, they might let us in there.
And what good would that do?
Well, if nothing else, it will keep Hiram out of the sun. It's too hot out here for a sick man.
Well, if you both think it's best.
I do.
Come on, we'll carry him into the house. Right.
That's it. Up. There we go. Steady now. Easy.
All right.
Hiram, are you all right?
Yes. And
Will you let us through here?
this time, don't be so disappointed. You take these disappointments far worse than I do.
You think I'm resigned to giving up?
Right here.
Not now, Hiram.
I'll be still.
We're closer to the master now than we've ever been before. We won't give up. Oh, here we are at the door now.
All right. Knock, Deborah. Knock.
Yes? What is it? Please, woman. My husband is a very sick man. May I bring him in to rest till he can see the master?
I can see that he is sick. But if I open my house to the sick, half of Galilee would be in here now. I'm very sorry.
Please. We've carried him all the way from Magdala. He's sick and weak. Unless he can rest a little while, I'm afraid he will die. Please.
Well, for a little while, then.
Thank you. Come, Joab. Boaz.
Right. Here we are.
All right.
Set him down here.
Until I stepped inside this cool house, I didn't realize how hot it was. Well, Deborah, what do we do now?
I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't.
The best thing seems to be to wait.
To wait, Boaz, it might mean we would never see him. After all, the others wait, too, and how much time does he have?
Who knows?
There must be a way. If only I could get inside that house, even for a moment, to plead with the master, to ask him.
From my balcony, one can see into the next house.
See into it? Woman, may we take my husband up to the balcony?
If you wish. Yes, of course.
Then we'll carry him up. Joab, Boaz, help me.
There, you see? You can look right through the window and see them. And look there, the master. And you can tell they're questioning him, the way they surround him and point accusing fingers at him.
Yes, I can see. If only we could talk to him. If we could have him see Hiram.
Deborah, I could leap across to the other roof if it would help.
No, that wouldn't be enough. Wait, I think I know.
Yes, what, Deborah?
The roof. If we could get through the roof.
Through the roof?
We could talk to him. Hiram could see him.
Now you're making sense. I'll jump across to the other room.
Well, then what will you do, Boaz?
You'll see, Joab. Just wait. It's a short step. Now. And now watch.
Deborah, look at him. Boaz is actually tearing the roof apart with his bare hands. Why, the strength of the man.
Just look at him. Well, I'm going to help him.
Deborah, what can you do?
Don't stop me. I've got to help Boaz. Boaz, I'll help.
A little more, Deborah, and we'll be through the roof. Just a little more.
I'm doing my best.
What's going on there up on the roof?
The master. I must speak to the master.
There we are, Deborah. We're through.
Now I'll jump down there.
No, Deborah, you'll hurt yourself.
I don't care. Have Hiram passed over and lowered down after me.
Wait, Deborah.
No, let go of me.
Deborah! No, woman, wait.
Master, I beg of you. You must see my husband. You must make him well. He is a good man, Master, and deserving of help.
Look here, young woman. I am an elder of this town. You will be taken into custody for this. Destroying the roof, forcing your way in here.
I've come to see the master.
He's being questioned now. He has no time for anyone.
He will have time for me. Master, please. You can help. Only you can. My husband, he's ill. They can do nothing for him. Please help me. We've carried him all the way from Magdala because he believes you can help him.
Young woman, I've told
Leave her alone, sir. Take your hands off her.
I've told you.
We'll have time to listen to you later. Hand the bed down. Gently, Joab. I'll take it. Good, I've got it. There. Hiram. Now. There we are now.
Master, this is my husband. Help him. Help him, please.
Son, thy sins be forgiven thee.
You forgive sins, eh? Well, at last we know. That's blasphemy. That's what it is.
Is it easier to say to the sick, thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, arise and take up thy bed and walk?
Master.
I say unto you, arise and take up your bed and go your way to your house.
Master. Yes. Yes, Master. I will rise. I will take up my bed. I will walk.
Hiram! Oh, Master! He was!
Not until now, my dear, have I realized what a blessing it is merely to be able to walk, to be able to stand on my own legs, to feel the earth beneath my feet.
Most of the blessings of God we take for granted unless they are no longer ours. Only then do we realize His goodness.
Have you thought of it, Deborah? What will happen when we return home? The people who saw me carried away from there on my litter, they will see me now as I return strong and healthy. Imagine what they will say and think.
It will be a sign to them. They will know what a good thing strong faith can be.
It was not faith alone, my dear.
Hiram, how can you say that?
Don't think that I minimize, even for an instant, the great miracle the Master has wrought. But faith alone could not have earned it for us. Deborah, it was not only your faith and mine. It took your strength and the fact that you did everything it was humanly possible to do. That was what earned me my chance.
Could I have done any less for you, Hiram?
You will stand as a lesson to all of them, Deborah. We must have faith, yes. But we must do all that we can as well. Then will God reward our faith if we are deserving. This is what we must tell them.
Next week, on this same network at this time, we will present another episode in the greatest story ever told from the greatest life ever lived.